Good evening. All this comes as U.S. officials are rushing to provide more help and weapons to Ukraine, saying it's making a difference in this war. But it's precisely that help that Russian officials are pointing to as the reason for an escalation in this conflict. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov warned Ukraine against provoking World War III and said not to underestimate the threat of a nuclear war.
That kind of rhetoric is very dangerous and unhelpful.
U.S. officials condemned the threats.
Nobody wants to see a nuclear war happen. It's a war that, where all sides lose.
The Russians also claimed that by sending weapons, NATO is, quote, pouring oil on the fire. But UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres says it's, quote, true and obvious that Russia is the aggressor.
We have not Ukrainian troops in the territory of the Russian Federation, but we have Russian troops in the territory of the Ukrainian Federation.
Monday, the Biden administration announced hundreds of millions in additional aid to Ukraine, and lawmakers say they stand ready to rapidly approve even more.
And the end game ought to be for Ukraine to win, and we ought to do everything we can to help them.
Meanwhile, Russia also said that any weapons provided to Ukraine by the West are legitimate targets and warned that any further escalation could lead to World War III. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.